What is up, everyone? The NFL Draft, April 28th, about 2 weeks away. I'm going to talk about my draft prospects. Just a note, I'm not a huge college basketball or college football player. I don't watch much college. I don't per se, know the draft that well. I'm not really a huge connoisseur about it. But when it comes to the stuff like the NFL draft and what the Eagles need and stuff like that, I look into stuff like that and look at mock drafts, look at other people's videos on YouTube, watch a ton of NFL Network. But these are just my draft prospects and who I think should come to the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not many. I think I got all my notes right here. About 6 players that I think could get drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles with the 8th pick. Couple things. This is only based off of if the Eagles stay at the 8th pick. This is not them trading up to the 1st pick for changing out with Fletcher Cox or them moving. This is solely based off them having the 8th pick, no picks in the 2nd, and then in the 3rd round, the 77th and the 79th pick. So straight up, that's what it's going to be. Obviously, crazier stuff's happened. So let's get into it. The Eagles clearly need offensive line. Whether it's a guard, a tackle, center, whatever the case may be. I mean, I know we signed our guys like Johnson and everyone, but we still need help at that position. And unfortunately, with having the 8th pick in the draft, I don't think we're going to go and use our 8th pick to go for an O-lineman. And I'm okay with that because I think we can use the 8th pick for something else, and there's not many offensive linemen that I at least seen that are even worth that pick, besides Tunsil and Ronnie Stanley from Ole Miss and Notre Dame. So, but I don't see those guys falling to 8th, or at least Tunsil. I don't see him falling to 8th. But a couple guys that I was looking at, it was Jack Conklin from Michigan State. He's a big boy. He's 6'6", 308 pounds. From what I at least seen and read about him, that I wrote down in my notes or whatever, he's got great footwork. He's an excellent run blocker, which is exactly what we need. Our run game has been shit the past couple of years since we got rid of McCoy and brought all these guys in. A big reason why I like him and a big reason why I watched a lot of his videos or a lot of his highlights and all that bullshit is because he can move defenders off the ball, and that's a huge thing that the Eagles need to do is move these defenders off the ball so our running backs like Sproles and Matthews can get through and score touchdowns. I read that he loses to linebackers and safeties and even faster linemen on the defensive side of the ball, but he's a big white dude from Michigan State. I mean, what else is he there for? He's there on the line to stay there and move either left, right, straight to get that running back through. And it's okay that there's faster players than him. That's not a big deal. All I need is a big dude to stand on that line and make either go left or go right and make a lane for our running backs to run through. Like I said, being a bigger dude, being a tall dude, 6'6", that's awesome. That's great. In case those stupid defenders try to come over, he'll be able to just knock them right out. And I can see him starting as on our line first. I mean, like I said, our line's hurting. You can clearly see that with DeMarco Murray getting no yards after being the leading rusher from the year before that. Another dude I really, really like is Cody Whitehair from Kansas State. Another big white dude, 6'4", 301 pounds. At least from the tape that I watched, I didn't watch. Like I said, I never watched. Who the hell watches Kansas State football if you're not from there? But he has great balance. He's the same thing. He's a run blocker. He moves defenders off the ball, and I can't stress how important that is because that's what we need. So doing that will help, and it just sucks because we don't have guys like that, and it kind of sucks. It just sucks, in my opinion. It also being 6'4", 300 pounds, he can sustain that block. He can, if a big defender's coming at him, he can literally put his hands up and just stick that guy, stuff that guy, and keep that lane open for our guy. Those are the two offensive linemen that I really, really like. Obviously, Tunsil's a big dude, and Stanley's really good. I just don't see them falling to 8th. And even if they do fall, we have no picks in the second round, so it doesn't matter for us anyway, because we like to trade all our things away for shitty things. This whole bullshit of trading Fletcher Cox for the first pick, it's just unreal. And all Eagles fans that I know, whether they're on YouTube, the Philly Knights, any of those people, they love it. They feed into it and they love it. They're like, oh, this is so stupid. I hate Chip Kelly. I hate this, blah, 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 blah. Or I hate Doug Peterson because he came. And it's just like, it's not going to happen. You'd have to trade your 8th pick away and Fletcher Cox to get that first round pick, probably plus another pick later on in the draft. And Fletcher Cox is a great guy, and he is our defense for the most part. I just don't see that happening. And it's the same bullshit when Chip Kelly wanted to trade pretty much all our picks away and half of our players to get the first pick last year to pick up Mariota, but that didn't happen, clearly. We need wide receivers, and even if we picked up Givens and Ruben Randall, we have Jordy, we have Hoff, and we got Aguilar. We need a wide receiver. We need a big-time wide receiver stud, and we need to build him from college to the NFL, because we're in the rebuilding phase. I hate to be the bearer of bad words, but we might not make it to the playoffs again this year, but that's not a big deal. We're in the rebuilding phase. We got a new coach, a crap load of players. We pretty much have the Bills' defense at this point. So it's not a big deal, but there might be a chance. It's the same thing when we rebuilt fucking, 5-6 years ago when we got the Dominic Sue and all those guys, and we got fucking murdered that year. So it's just whatever. So the first guy I'm looking at is Corey Coleman from Baylor, and I love this kid. He's 5'11". I think he was like 194. Had great draft times and everything like that, but he's fast, which is what we need. We don't have fast receivers anymore. Jordy's good, but like I say, he drops the ball a lot. This dude's a deep threat. He can go after that ball. Nobody's catching him. A lot of safeties. There's not many big-name safeties in the NFL, and if they are, we know the big-name safeties, but there's a lot of safeties that are in there that are, it's 2s and 3s, and, this kid coming out, he's young, he's fast, he's going to destroy those dudes. And he's also good in short plays from what I saw. He's able to go the slot. He's able to go on the outside. He's able to go inside. And he's really, really good at that. And I've seen a lot of plays where the yards after catch are huge. And that's awesome because that's what we need. We need those yards after catch. That was a big reason why I didn't like Riley Cooper. He was good. He caught a lot of passes, but he only went like 6 or 7 yards, and then we were down, and we went for 3 and out, and that was that, which sucks. But this dude is strong. He's a big dude. He's got great running skills. I think he had like a total of 35 TDs in college or something like that. I don't really know the stat off the top of my head. But I can see Corey Coleman playing behind Bradford, and they automatically snap the ball to him, kind of like what James Jones does, and those kind of guys, and just having the ball and becoming a running back, essentially. I love that kind of situation, and that's stuff that the Eagles don't do anymore. They do this boring-ass offense, this boring nonsense, and I hate it. So bringing in a new coach, bringing in all this new stuff might work. I mean, when Chip Kelly came in for us, his the fastest offense in the NFL, 26-second snaps. We fooled a lot of defenses. We didn't, but once they caught on, they were able to do it. So that's a big dude. Like I said, I don't see him making it to the 8th pick, though. I see him getting picked before. A dude do I definitely think that we can get at the 8th pick is Laquan Treadwell from Ole Miss. I love this dude. I watched a lot of his videos. I watched a lot of his, highlights. I watched a lot of his film, and a lot of the dudes in the Philly Knights really, really like him. And he's 6'2", he's 221. The dude is a monster. He's a big dude. Sorry, my throat is killing me today. I think he had, 11 or 12 touchdowns for, 1,200 yards last year or something like that. But same thing, he's big. He's a deep, deep threat, which we do not have. Even with Randall and Givens, we don't have that. Or McLeod. We don't have... I watched those guys play. They don't, they were on shit teams before. I mean, they're coming to another shit team. Hopefully one day we'll be good again. And I hate shitting on my Eagles, but that's just how it is. Also, I really like Treadwell because he's good at moving the chains. If it's a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, you can throw a slant out to him or a screen pass, and he's gone. He's on. That's a first down for us. We were horrible in 3rd down last year. 3rd down in the red zone. Oh God. And I think getting a guy like this is the reason why. If we get a guy like this, it'd be a big help for us. So, he's big, fast, knows what he's doing. I mean, it ain't no different than when we drafted Aguilar. But Aguilar got hurt a lot of the time, and he only had 1 touchdown. And the reason everyone's like, "Oh, why pick up a wide receiver for the first pick when you got Aguilar last year?" And it's like, the dude was a bust in my opinion. And I know you can't really base one guy off his rookie year where he had injuries the whole entire time and only 1 touchdown. But when he was healthy, he was, we don't have wide receivers to throw to. We had Jordy Matthews, Miles Austin, who was a bust, Riley Cooper, and Josh Huff. We don't have big name receivers. We don't have the Odell Beckhams. We don't have the Victor Cruzes, the Dez Bryants. We don't have those big name receivers. So it's, we have to look and be like, all right, who is our go-to guy if Jordy Matthews just keeps dropping the ball every 3 seconds? Macklin was gone. And it just irritates the piss out of me that we've always had a halfway decent wide receiver core, and the past 2 years it's just been shit. Even when we had Macklin, we didn't. Jordy Matthews was still dropping passes, and he's our number 1 now. Think about it. He's our number 1. You think Aguilar is going to be our number 1? Do you think Josh Huff's going to... Who? Josh Huff? Oh, God. Oh, God. But whatever the case is, I don't really care. My next pick, though, is the pick that I think that we will use our 8th pick on, and that's Ezekiel Elliott, the running back from Ohio State. 6 feet, 225, straight tank. And that's exactly what we need. We need that big dude in that backfield that is ready to take the ball and run straight downhill, run between tackles. Doesn't necessarily have to be fast, but just is a tank. Kind of Frank Gore-esque, Brandon Jacobs. Just a big freaking dude that can just pound away. Eddie Lacy just pounds, and pounds. Even DeMarco Murray, for that matter, when he was in Dallas, just pound that ball away. Because Ezekiel Elliott isn't that fast. I mean, he had a good time, but, he can't contribute to the big plays. He didn't have that many catches out of the backfield, which isn't a big deal because this is the reason why I want him. Is because we use him straight as a tank runner. You hand the ball to him, and he just keeps beating the defense into the ground until they can't do it anymore. There's a reason why we have 3 running backs. There's a reason why we had DeMarco Murray, Ryan Matthews, and Darren Sproles. It's because Ryan Matthews is your 3rd down guy. Darren Sproles is pretty much anything. He was your receiver, essentially. That was your running back. He was making the big plays. And DeMarco Murray, obviously, we all know what happened to him. The dude had 1,800 yards and 23 touchdowns. The dude is an animal. He had 3 straight 200-yard games. And I know everyone's like, well, what's the point of getting rid of DeMarco Murray then if you draft this dude? DeMarco Murray didn't fit in our offense, clearly. The dude went from being the number 1 in Dallas to coming into Philly and getting 600 yards on the year. And that just goes to show you where the offensive line was. And that's the reason why I want to push for offensive line, but I just don't see the guys the O-line in the draft being those guys to go at the 8th pick. I see those guys in the 2nd and 3rd round, which is okay because they're O-linemen. You know, they're all big dudes and they all can condition better. They all can do good. We need a stud at the 8th pick. We haven't had a good pick, and I can't tell you how long. It's been so long. And, I mean, obviously, the Sean McCoy, that was probably the last time we had a halfway decent pick. And look what happened. He's gone. So, take Ezekiel Elliott. Please, Jeffrey Lurie. And Howie Roseman. Take him and go with it. You know, Jamal Charles got injured, and they had who the hell was that backup's name? Whatever the hell that stupid ass name, Charcandrick West. There's his name. You had you still won tons of games with Charcandrick West, and one of the best running backs of all time. And Jamal Charles was hurt, and Doug Peterson still had Charcandrick West doing big plays and doing all these things. Obviously, he's not Jamal Charles, but he can take Ezekiel Elliott and make him a tank, make him just sit there and just pound away like we should have. I don't need these dudes that are just. I don't need, these running backs that are going to just run through the defense, get into the touchdown. I mean, that's great, but there's just not many guys like that anymore. So that's who I think we should pick up is Ezekiel Elliott. A lot of the Philly Knights that they want different players. A lot of them want quarterbacks. A lot of them want Elliott. A lot of them want wide receiver. But like I said, I see us grabbing Elliott because the 7 picks behind us, none of the teams really need a running back. A lot of them are going to pick up quarterbacks. A lot of them are going to, and Joey Bosa is going to be gone, and Tunzel's going to be gone, and all these guys are going to be gone in the first 7 picks. So get the best running back you can available. And the reason why I'm not picking a quarterback, I'm not even going to bother with a quarterback because we don't need a quarterback. Why draft Carson Wentz? Why draft Jared Goff? Hell, why get any of them? They're not that good to begin with. They're halfway decent quarterbacks, but there ain't no better than, last year's, draft. Obviously they're not Jameis Winston and Johnny Manziel, excuse me, but Johnny Manziel is complete garbage, actually. And the reason why I didn't want a quarterback is because we have Sam Bradford for 2 years, and even if he has a stud year or not, he's still only playing for $10 million next year, and if he sucks, he sucks, and if he doesn't, that's great. We're gonna be paying a good quarterback we're going to be paying him nothing, essentially. And why would we go for a quarterback in the draft if we just picked up Chase Daniels from Kansas City and we paid him a crap ton of money as our backup? Hell, he might even compete for the job, depending on how well OTAs work. And but you got to realize, Doug Peterson loves Sam Bradford, and he loves Chase Daniels. Chase Daniels is from Kansas City. Doug Peterson knows who Chase Daniels is. He knows that he's straight up. He knows it. He's like, I know who this dude is. I built this dude up. Doug Peterson's a quarterback coach. He's not going to be running the defense. He's going to be predominantly offense. So why go after Jared Goff or Carson Wentz when we don't really need them? In 2 years, just throw Chase Daniels in there and see what happens. We've been with worse. I mean, hell, we had Jeff Garcia. We had Michael Vick. Why not? Why go for a quarterback? And I just don't see it. But on that note, who cares? The draft's coming. Nobody knows what happens. Who knows? The Eagles might come out and pick a tackle or a safety for all we know. Who the hell knows? They might even knowing the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I don't even knowing them, man. They'll pick up some fucking crap linebacker from Iowa. But Eagles, if you were smart. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, if you were very smart, you would just pick up Ezekiel Elliott. We'd have 3 running backs. We'd have Ezekiel Elliott, who's our tank. We'd have Darren Sproles, who's our playmaker, and our and our second and third down guy. And we'd have Ryan Matthews, who'd be our goal line guy. And we would soar into Lincoln Financial Field and win all these amount of games. And But on that note, fly Eagles fly. Thank you, everyone. Thank the Philly Knights especially for inviting me into their group again. They're a great bunch of dudes. It's awesome to be in a YouTube community with someone and being able to talk with other people from different parts of the country and stuff like that. So on that note, fly Eagles fly. Go Birds.